TK Kuegler from Wasabi Ventures Stables. And this is Racing Insights. This is where I go in, tell you the story of a race that's coming up for a Wasabi Ventures Stables horse. And I hope you enjoy. We're going to talk about mob mentality here. And we're not talking about The Sopranos. As a matter of fact, mob mentality is a 3-year-old Jersey bred, hence the name, that is making its debut, and will be making its debut at Monmouth Park. We bought this 3-year-old for $10,000 as a yearling at the Fasig-Tipton Mid-Atlantic yearling sale 2 years ago, and going to make its debut in the 6th race on Saturday, September 10th. So let's start with just the conditions. Let's read those for you. 6th race, 6 furlongs, New Jersey bred for registered New Jersey bred maidens, fillies, and mares, 3 years old and up. And that's what we are. We are a 3-year-old. Most of the horses in this race are actually 3-year-olds. All of them are fairly lightly raced. So you've got a fairly lightly raced campaigners here. Really, only one of the horses has started more than a couple times. So, but I think we are the only debut first timer. And so let's talk about mob mentality. So first of all, you should ask, wow, it's a 3-year-old fairly late in the Monmouth season, and it's just debuting now. What's the story? Well, we bought it as a yearling, and if you know anything about thoroughbreds, sometimes just take time to develop. And this was a horse that was just very immature last year as a 2-year-old. And instead of pushing it, we just gave the winter off. We got to the end of the season, trained it up to the end of the season, couldn't really justify jamming it into a Jersey race. We don't do that. And Jersey races are so lucrative for a Jersey bred. This is a $71,000 or $72,000 purse, so you don't waste your conditions running other places, especially that maiden condition. So we gave the winter off, gave her time to mature, which she's done, and took a little time this year to catch up. And now we think she's kind of ready to go. So it's let's talk about a few other things. If you look, you can look. It'll be right below. I circled the last work. There's a fairly steady drumbeat of works for mob here. But if you look down, that last work was a gate work. And it was a solid work, but what you don't know, it's a gate work. So first of all, gate work's telling you, that's doing full preparation for a race here. What you don't know is that this was actually a simulated race. We actually had 4 of our horses, mob mentality being one of them, all in the gate at the same time, all breaking at the same time, simulating a race. The other 3 were all 2-year-olds, and she was the only debut or maiden 3-year-old in the bunch. She broke the sharpest of the group and, showed a pretty decent turn of foot. One of the ones in the group who can really run a little caught her and passed her at the end, but ran a nice 4 furlongs work. And so came back fine and gave us all that we needed to say, hey, it's time to go. And so you can only train them for so long. She's still a little, just some quotes from Jesse Cruz. Great trainer, by the way, our trainer at Monmouth, and really great trainer. She's still a little green. I'm not even sure she can get the 6 furlongs at this point. She probably needs a race. But this is not the hardest group of horses, and so it's time to get a debut. The season's almost over. We got to get some Jersey races in to chase those large purses. So that's the story. What am I doing from a betting standpoint? I'm going to bet small here. We're actually the 7-2 choice here, and if I can get if the odds creep up and get 5-1, now I'm going to actually be at Monmouth physically, so I can do fixed odds. If I can get 5-1 on Mob, then I'm going to make a sizable bet. If it stays in that 7-2, 3-1 kind of range, I'm going to make a smaller bet. But if I can get 5-1 or better, you're going to see a sizable bet from me. Probably 10x my normal bet. So that's a low sort of a low 4 digits bet for me. So that's what we're looking at here. I think Mob's, if she can stay calm, get over her greenness, I think this is a perfect debut spot. The distance, I'm sure she's going to need the 6 furlongs. I'm sure she's going to need a race to get 6 furlongs, but I think in this group of horses, she's got a chance to surprise. So hopefully you check it out, and hopefully you enjoyed it.